Welcome back, everyone, to the UK Journeyman Save. In today's episode, we have our first two games as manager of LIMAVADY United. We play Strabane Athletic and Dollings Town in the second division of Northern Ireland, the Northern Ireland Football League. I forgot to check if that FL is a football league. I assume it is. Football League Championship. As you can see from the season preview, we had a pretty decent pre-season. We went from third to second, so we are second favourites for winning the league. Realistically, we should be in a promotion spot. The board just want top half, which is sixth and above. But I think, yeah, we should definitely be challenging for these top two positions. We've played one competitive game in the Northwest Senior Cup, whatever that is. We beat the team we're about to play 2-1, but that was over extra time. So in reality, it would have actually just been a 1-1 draw. And as you can see, pre-season was a little bit of a mixed bag. Lots of draws, but some wins dotted around in there as well. A draw against Preston, actually pretty good result as well. So we'll see how we get on. Obviously, I think, was that Warren Point or a they're a third division side. That's not as good as it looked. Thought they might have been a Premier Division side. I read Premier and thought, yeah, no, third division sides, yeah, not great. But we're building. We're building. This is the team we're going with for the first game. We've got Abbottson in goal, back four of Brown, Brannigan, Lara and O'Kane, Gorman and Olin Dunjoy in midfield, and then a front four of Cushney making his debut, Sabara making his debut, and then Smith and Jones filling up the other two spots. Gregory, who's probably going to be our starting centre-back, is suspended for this game, so he's going to miss out. But once he's back, he should probably be involved. I mean, Lara had a pretty good opening game, so I guess it's not a guarantee, and he actually might be better. Yeah, I don't know where these ratings come from. It's like 4-star here, but then 2.5 there. I don't understand. Gregory does look a little bit better, so I guess we'll keep it. There is still a keeper decision because we've got Hurl on the bench, who's probably just about as good as Abbottson. Abbottson has probably got more potential, though, so it might be worth just sort of keeping him and investing in him. And everyone's tied down, so the good thing is, unlike Brickfield, we're not going to be losing people mid-season randomly. So we can try and make this work. We can try and get the players familiar with it. Obviously, there's still players who need to get up to full fitness, but hopefully once this starts to, click in, things can start to be better, but we'll see how we get off. Obviously, we did get off to an open win, which was great against this lot, but they'll be chomping at the bit to get back at us. So hopefully we can get another win here, and hopefully a bit of a better performance. There was a couple of weak points in the cup game. It was really the right mid and the cam. So the fact that those are two players as we've replaced hopefully suggests that we will be better today. This is very much the same side and formation they played in the last game. We were much the better side, though, over that 90 minutes. It was just, we just for some reason didn't get the goals. We were a little bit lacking in terms of the finished product. But yeah, we'll see how we get on today. We are away from home again. We were away in the cup as well. We probably won't do too much cup stuff on camera unless we get far down it. It'll mostly just be leagues, I think, because that's really the focus. So unless we go on a little bit of a cup run in one of the cups, then I guess we probably won't show it. We are in 3 different cup competitions, so at least gives us a chance to have a little bit of a break from the league now and then, and at least maybe do some experimenting as well in the cups. We can obviously try a few different players, try a few different maybe a different system or some different tactics or what have you. But we'll see how we get off. Brendan Smith plays it back to O'Kane, swings it in back stick to Cushney, but he can't find him, and then Brown picks up the loose ball. Brown from distance thought one of the strikers could have potentially got themselves on there, but you know what was worrying there? Brendan Smith got in a really good position and then decided to go backwards. That's a little bit concerning. Maybe we should be on a positive mentality rather than balanced. But I guess when we're expected to be one of the 2 better sides in the league, being on a positive mentality maybe the way to go. We'll leave it on balance for now. We'll see how we get on. Abbottson, who is more instructed to play it to his, that's well won from Smith, but I don't know what Jones is doing. We are very much, that's poor. That's an even worse shot. Some poor defending there. We really let them in. But we are meant to be one of the better sides, but like I say, we're not. We won't change anything just yet. But we are meant to be playing it out to our centre-back. So I'm not sure. Abbottson clearly hasn't got the memo just yet on what we're trying to do. Smith, plenty of options, finds himself Dale Gorman, who squares it to Andy Jones. Lots of legs in Andy Jones. He goes for an effort. I think he could have kept running there and maybe tried to take his centre-back on, but he goes for an effort. It was never really, I don't think, going in from that distance. So it was a wonder strike, and they just knock it long, and we will just take that back. But once again, I think this is very, very similar to how we played the cup game off camera. It's a lot of possession for us. chances are coming for us, but they're not really great chances, and we're not really scoring much from them. So whilst this system did start to work a little bit at Brickfield, and we were doing okay in that third season, that's well done by Lara. Plays in Ola Dunjite, Brendan Smith. Oh, he had options in front of him. He needs to just get a bit of confidence. Here he is, Smith. Can he get one in? He can. Oh, Sabara. It's a really easy chance. He almost should have maybe left it for Jones, who was behind him. But that's good work from Brendan Smith, who was probably the player of the match in the cup games. It's actually nice to have him back, a Brickfield, we'll call him legend, but a Brickfield icon, I guess. It was nice to have someone I trust back. He's very quick, and it seems like even though he hasn't really played too much for Boston, he has been progressing a little bit as a player, or at least he's stayed the same. But Brown, plenty of room to move into. Can he get a good ball in? He can. Well, maybe he can. No, he doesn't. What on earth is he doing there? He's got to be getting a cross in. There was plenty of players there. He went for a shot. It was a terrible effort, and that's what's frustrating is I think we are. You know what? I think the tactic's fine, and I think we're getting in the right areas. It's just that last bit of quality to get something out of it. But a 0-0 at the half is not the end of the world. We've very much been the better side. It's just if we can start to get some goals and to make more of the chances, because we are definitely not rock solid at the back. I wouldn't expect us to never concede or anything like that. And I'm wondering if Andy Jones is really the man to lead the line. I mean, he is still a young player, and he's obviously played. Oh, see, this is why I don't like it. See, they get one chance and they score, and this is what concerns me about this system. It seemed to happen a lot at Brickfield as well. We create a lot, we don't score. They get one. Not even a good chance, really. They've just knocked it long, took it down, and finished it. And it's like, well, what can I do then as a manager if we're making better chances and not scoring, but they're getting there, they're scoring their one chance? It's disappointing. But they did go 1-0 up in the first game as well, so this is not uncharted territory for us. Brown swings one into Brendan Smith. Instant reply from Brendan Smith. Good ball in from Brown. That's what we want to see more of. Good finish from Smith. LIMAVADY 1. Strabane 1, back to level terms nice and quickly, and that's exactly what we should have been doing all game, getting the ball in when we're in good areas, not messing about with it too much. But we'll see how we get on. I'm wondering if maybe 2 strikers rather than a 10 might be the way to go here. That's just a long ball up. Lynch can take it in. Well, he tried to. Sabara really should be playing that back to someone. Oh no, wait, that's Sabara on the ball now. I must have mistaken who that was. Cushney into Sabara, into Brown. He's looking like a real sign. And Brown's going to keep going himself. Brown, he can't finish. He needs to stop doing that. He needs to stop doing that because he can't finish. It was a good run though. He's got plenty of legs, does Brown, but he does not seem to have much in the way of a finish. We will make a couple changes. I don't know if Andy Jones is cut out to be our starting man just yet. We'll bring Shawnee Bradley on. We'll give him some time. Sabara's not having a great game either, so we'll leave him on though because he still needs to get his fitness up, and hopefully he will come good. But Shawnee Bradley comes on. Like I say, we're definitely not set in stone with really any of these players. I think there's a couple who have shown some good stuff so far, like Smith and Brown and maybe the back line as well. But it's definitely there's no nailed on positions for a lot of the attackers. Brown, lovely work there. Plays in Cushney. Again, why are we going for a shot there? Get closer. The thing is, it's not. It's on the instructions. It's work the ball into the box. It's so I don't know why. Maybe I need to shoot from distance down or something because. Yeah, at the minute I think it's balanced, but I mean, if you're going to have a shot like that, at least get on target, you know what I mean? But 10 minutes to go, and these have got a free kick, which is really not what we want to see. We don't want to see them take the lead. If we get a draw in the opening game, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. But a loss really isn't great. Oh my God, I thought they'd scored. Abbottson, good save. We'll make a change. 10 minutes to go. We'll bring McDade on, who's really more of a striker, but he can play in the 10. And I guess we just leave it there. We did bring our left back on to play left wing, and he actually scored the winner in the cup game, but I think that was more just due to tired legs. And once again, it's Strabane with a free kick. They play it short, and this time they go for a deep effort. Thankfully, it hits the bar, and Brannigan can get it cleared to Brown, who's got space to run into. Needs to check back. He does. Good work there from Brown, who's certainly looking like one of the better players in the side. I think it's really the wingers and the attackers where we need to improve on, because we've signed a lot of strikers, but none of them seem to really be doing the job. Bradley's not done much since he's come on either, and like I say, the attacking mid Sabara, not a great debut from him as well, but a 1-1 draw to get us started in the league. I mean, it's exactly how we did in the cup, to be fair. Went 1-0 down, and then 1-0 up. Well, then equalise, and then we won it in extra time. So it's really not too different. But yeah, I'll tell the boys I'm unhappy. But yeah, I think there's still work to be done. I don't want to change anything too early, but it's a little bit disappointing that we're drawing games this early on. Really, we want to be winning games. We got 25 quid for drawing that. I didn't realise we got money for the games. Yeah, who's Smith? Oh yeah, that was Smith. I thought there was a different Smith. He's already improving. He's only played 2 games. He's already getting better. Love that. Love me some Brendan Smith. Right, well, we'll keep going, and we'll come back for the second game. So for our second game of the episode, we are playing Dollingstown, and this is the team we're going with. It's the same 11. The only difference is Gregory's suspension's up, so he comes back into the fold. Lara drops to the bench. Very much a chance for Lara to come back into the side because he was quite good in his first 2 games. But obviously, we'll see how Gregory gets on. Gregory's our actual player, so it probably makes more sense to try and get him involved. Obviously, he's got potential. Just 21 years of age, so we'll see how he gets on. Obviously, Brannigan hasn't had the best start, actually, even though he's meant to be our best player, which is very interesting. I wonder if maybe centre-back is not the best position for him. Maybe he'd be better off at full-back or something. I don't know. But we'll see how he gets on. But other than that, it's the same side. So hopefully we can get a win now, a draw in the opening day. Not the end of the world for an away result, but yeah, we need to just be taking our chances, a bit more quality in front of goal, and trying to keep clean sheets, I think, is the main thing. So I don't know if we've got a ton of goals in the side. We're still looking, I think, for a better striker. And yeah, I think obviously we'll adjust the tactic as needed. But I think for now, we need to just settle on something and hopefully start to get some results. But we do see ourselves down in 8th after the first game, so not great, but a win would definitely get us in the top half, which is basically all we need to do this season. Obviously, I really would like us to go for promotion, but in reality, top half will satisfy the board and we can build from there. Thankfully, like I keep saying, we're in a different world now where we've actually got players tied down, so it does mean we can actually build up season on season and hopefully retain most of our better players and then just improve where we need to. Dale Gorman over the free kick goes short to Andy Jones, and to be fair, it's a great effort from Jones. I think it was heading in, but it was blocked on the line, and unfortunately, still searching for a first goal in blue is Andy Jones for the club. We are naturally in blue. This is the first home game as well, so the first game for a lot of these boys in front of the home crowd, and for myself as well. First game in front of the home supporters for us. But yeah, I mean, that's a really good effort from Jones, and he scored plenty of goals in the second tier of Wales, but this is obviously a bit of a step up from that. Not a massive step up in difference, I don't think, based on who was good in that level versus who was good in this level. I think it's probably just a step up, but not a huge step up. Brown on the right-hand side, who's been a bit of a key man so far, looking to get past his man, does so, crosses it in deep, finds Brendan Smith, and this time he can't keep the header down. Scored a header in the first game, but unfortunately can't keep his header down. I don't think heading necessarily is definitely his thing, so it will be interesting to see how we get on. But once again, it's not great performances from Sabara or Jones, who I've definitely identified as maybe the weak points of this attack. I mean, we've not seen much of Kushney either. We're having lots of shots, and we've got a lot of the ball, but we just don't seem to create quality chances, and I'm wondering if controlling the game is actually not the way to go in this FM. Maybe counter-attacking is the way to go when there's a bit more space, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, we're still searching for the best system for these players. Obviously, like I say, it was working quite well at Brickfield near the end, but it certainly wasn't perfect. And that's Brendan Smith. Lovely ball in behind. Again, he's got to just turn his body there and get that ball in the middle. Just being a little bit too safe with it, which hopefully, as we get a bit more confident, that's a great ball in. And Shabara's there, and Joe Sabara gets his first goal for the club. That's exactly what we need to do. I know it wasn't perfect, it wasn't necessarily nice, but just get the ball into space and get it in the box. We just need to get it in the middle. We've got wingers, we've got strikers, we've got lots of players up there, so we just need to get that ball in the box more often and some quality balls in rather than just floaters to the back stick, and we'll get goals. And that is a good goal, opening goal for Sabara, first goal in LIMAVADY colours for him, and we will just say do not get complacent. 1-0 into the second half against a team we should be beaten, to be fair, but yeah, it's obviously going to take a little while to figure out who our best side is, and also just obviously it's going to take a while for these players to gel. It's basically a new side. There's only a very small handful of players that were actually at the club last season. That's a great ball from Brown into the path of Kushney, who swings one in. Jones not getting there. And what I'm thinking is maybe just a big target man would be ideal for this side. Just someone, because we're getting a lot of balls in the air, and just someone who can smash them down. But good ball in. Again, it falls to Brown. He's not had much of a look in front of goal so far, and it still evades him. He's trying his best. I'll give him that. He definitely fancies himself for a shot, but not really making much of it. The worrying thing is we're getting lots of shots off, but they're all off target, which, like I say, is slightly worrying. Terrible throw from their goalkeeper. Just plays it straight into the path of our player. Smith is caught out, but Jones does well to get it back, and that's a good ball up to O'Kane, the fullback, who cuts back to Smith, plays it into Jones. Oh, it's Joe Sabara, my mistake. I thought it was Jones. Joe Sabara's effort, I think it was actually going off target, but it's been redirected by the centre-back or the defender, and it's went in the back of the net. It's 2-0 now. And that will do me. Jones is at another poor performance, so we will, in the essence of trying to find our best striker, bring McDade on, because he's a little bit of a more experienced player, 31 years of age. Maybe not as quick as a Jones or the other lad, but maybe he's someone, he's a little bit taller, I guess. He can probably do a little bit more. And here is McDade. Instant impact from Robbie McDade comes on at the set piece, and look at that little celebration. Oh, Robbie McDade, lovely little touch, swings on a dime and then just smashes it in the back of the net. That's experience for you. That was an experienced celebration as well. 3-0 to LIMAVADY, and this is starting to look good. Gorman over the free kick. Can he make it 4? Are we going on an absolute tear here? Gorman on the free kick. Oh, it's well saved from the goalkeeper, but we are looking good now. And maybe McDade's the answer. Maybe Jones is more of a player for the future at only 19. We can get more experience on at the minute, but that is brilliant from McDade, who's really not scored a lot of goals in his recent career, but maybe this is the turning point for him. We will make a change now, just with there being a bit of time to do it in. We will, I guess, bring Donnelly on for Ola Dunjoy. And I guess we give Brown a bit of a rest as well, because he's done a lot of work, as has Kane. O'Kane, should I say. So he'll come off as well for Burn. And we'll leave it there, because there's still 20 minutes left, and we are 3-0 up, but it is not insurmountable. I guess if we were to concede one, it would make me feel a bit dodgy. But this is a much better game. I think, depending on it, I don't know, maybe these are just a much worse side. But the positive news is we're actually finishing chances. Maybe perhaps a little bit fortunate on the second one, but that's a brilliant finish from McDade. So we'll see how he gets on. But I definitely think he'll be the one that I'm looking to start over the next few games, and hopefully he can be the answer up front. But we've looked much better here. Glad to see Sabara getting on the score sheet as well, because he was quite poor in the first game. And that is a lovely ball over to Brendan Smith. Oh my God, that was audacious, that from Brendan Smith. He's a bit of a cult hero around here. Overhead kick, looper of an overhead kick as well. But unfortunately, he didn't go in the back of the net. And yeah, I mean, Bangora only just beaten Strabane, so I guess maybe they're a better side than they appeared. But a 3-0 win gets us up to 4th. Unbeaten start, a clean sheet, which is what I wanted as well. Yeah, that's a very good start. And you know what? A win and a draw to get us started. Yeah, I think no one's had a perfect start, to be fair. Everyone's dropped points at some point, so maybe it's a pretty competitive league, maybe. So we'll leave it there. Obviously, there's some ongoings as well. But we won't go too far ahead. We'll only play a couple games. We've got a League Cup game. We've got a few Cup games, so we'll probably play, I don't know, maybe a couple league games in between as well. But we've got plenty of cup games to get through as well. So I think we won't go too far ahead. We'll come back for sort of middle of September. I think we'll come back around here. Or maybe we'll do these two, actually, with Bangor, because they look like they're going to be one of the teams around the top end. I guess we'll just kind of, yeah, once we get to around here, I guess we'll just kind of see. And yeah, but yes, we'll obviously play the cup games off camera because they're not so important. I think there's another cup as well, the Irish Cup or something, that's going to come in. So we'll see how we get on. But obviously, if we exit early, then we don't need to worry about it too much. But yes, we'll come back somewhere around here for the next episode. We won't go too far ahead because it is very early days here at LIMAVADY, and we want to see basically how we're going to get on this season. But a decent start, and we'll definitely take that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the UK Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.